We just launched Roleplay Sessions, so you can practice hard conversations, get live feedback, and measure the improvement over time. But instead of telling you all about it, let me show you how it actually works. Right, so it all starts here in Synthesia with your training videos. Usually the learning stops here, right? But now you can create a roleplay for any video, so your team can keep learning through practice. Let's start with a discovery call with a skeptical buyer in software. I give it the scenario, who's on the other side, and exactly what I want to measure. Now, let's do a real back and forth conversation with an avatar and see how real it feels. So what's your team's biggest problem when it comes to tracking shipments?
Honestly, we're juggling 3 different systems, but we've looked at other platforms and they're all super complicated to implement.
Makes sense. How long does implementations usually take with the ones you've seen so far?
Like 4 to 6 months, and half the time we're still not using all the features. Not worth it. And we've heard that your platform has the same problems.
I understand. What would make this call worth your time?
If we could see real results in the first month, that changed things. But leadership is really skeptical, and it's hard to get them to align on solving the problem.
See how it pushed back on me there, just like a real buyer would? And I can do this as many times as I want, with no deal on the line. Okay, so here's one of my favorite parts. Right after the roleplay session ends, the coach asks me how I think it went before showing my score. Let's jump back in and take a look.
Before we dive into the results, let's reflect. What went well for you in that conversation?
I think I did a good job uncovering the issues, like with systems and implementations.
That's great. If you could do one thing differently next time, what would it be?
I think I would maybe try and close stronger.
Nice. Now let's go through how you did in more detail and look at your results and scoring.
I don't just read my results, the avatar actually walks me through them.
Your overall score came in at 62, just under the pass mark. Let's look at the breakdown and where to strengthen. I'm here if you want to talk through anything.
33% on objection handling. What should I have done differently there?
That reputation doubt was the moment. You could acknowledge it directly, then counter with proof. Something like, I've heard that concern. Here's how we get teams fully live in 30 days. Want me to practice how that exchange could have gone?
I'm scored against the skills we set up, so I can see exactly how I did. And I can ask follow-up questions, so it's just like talking to a real coach. This is another part that customers love and tell us they can't get anywhere else. Lastly, let me just show you the manager view. If you're running a team, this is what you'll see. Who's improving, where the gaps are, which skills are actually moving, right down to the individual attempt and transcript. The best part is, it's all in one place. You can turn learning into action at a scale no human coach could ever reach. Try it out and let us know what you think. I think you'll get it the second you have your first conversation.